Greetings, programs. Welcome back. Bruce is not in a good mood, as you can imagine.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks.
Thought so.
Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
We got the dock sample and Montoya sample. Let's go ahead and see what the sample at the docks looks like.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
It seemed that it increased all the base emotions and removed all inhibitions.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you...
There's a lot of different things you could do with it.
As far as I know, Montoya is still an isolated case.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
So where is Oz? Select a drone to search for Oswald's cell phone signal. Alright. Start the one over here. Near the docks, I guess? Or is that Arkham? Press X when you find... part of the... Ooh. Hello.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
Select another drone. I wonder what Oz is up to. This is a very different take on the Penguin. So... And that drone... has some speed to it. Nothing up here. Nothing on the docks. Oh, we can actually head down there proper. Oh, it's getting stronger over here.
Bring me her head.
And our last drone, probably going after Selina, I would imagine. I'd bet money on it. It definitely wouldn't be Vicky, or maybe it might be a new female character. Not sure, but knowing Selina like we do...
There you go. Be the right head. All right.
Ah, it's in a centralized location. Back at the Skyline Club.
The Skyline Club? Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Finally. I was wondering when we were actually going to get into the costume. Now, I need to remember that those QuickTime events can happen at any moment. However, to tell you the truth, I'm glad that Bruce didn't try and grab the gun from Montoya, because showing such quick reflexes, don't want to show your hand too much. Batman out in the daylight.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. My boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Is that Croc? In the wife beater? R2. Sleep now.
You lot, come check out this office.
Gonna take down his guys one by one, it looks like.
Where is... I don't know! Names.
You can help me, or you...
Hi.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. But don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone, pounding him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know from personal experience.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Ooh, wow. I'm just gonna stay quiet. Stoic Batman is stoic.
The whole violent, brooding thing must be exhausting. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
That's not good. Oh, holy crap. Okay, we need to be really fast with those. Wow. He wastes no time, does he? And still. Yeah, I don't want this guy to hit me. What is up with his veins?
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Oh dear. He's gonna be fun. And he went through the armor and everything too, like crushed his skull like nothing.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
A big fan, yeah. So I wonder if Oswald's trying to do a thing similar to what Red Hood is doing, where he controls all the crime because he thinks he can do it better. I don't know, I guess we'll have to find out. Now, was that the big thug named Roland? Interesting. It might be a new character. That's one of the cool things about the Telltale games, is we get to meet all kinds of new characters that, who knows, they may actually become... I need to talk to you urgently. Stack deck, 6 p.m. No capes. No capes. Remember, Harley Quinn was originally just a character for the cartoon, and then became a pretty big part of the Batman universe, so maybe we'll see something that'll do the same over here, in this game. I don't know, the QuickTime events, it's kind of weird the angles that the buttons are on. That's why I missed the triangle. Looks like the bar from Wolf Among Us.
Is that Bruce Wayne?
You really think he'd show up here?
A new twist in the race for the mayor's office as Harvey Dent-backer Bruce Wayne comes under fire for alleged corruption. Joining me live is Mayor Hamilton Hill. Mr. Mayor, you said earlier today that in light of the allegations against him, Bruce Wayne should distance himself from Dent, but that was unlikely to happen. Why?
He strikes me as, well, the jealous sort. Very possessive of his toys.
Better keep a low profile.
Right? I doubt we're gonna have an opportunity for that, though.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Do you know Selina Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Or you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
He didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Just trying to be nice. It's one of the best ways to defuse a situation.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
Well, let's go ahead and be a little bit
You don't know
candid
what you're
here.
getting into.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
Whatever Penguin is planning, innocent people will end up in the line of fire.
Innocence, not me. Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have. You and I...
Oh, crap. Guy looks like Seamus.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Here we go.
Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
And... bye, Shamo. Oh! Well, that escalated. Oh, I tried to use the pad, control pad. Have to keep using the analog stick. Let's not get shivved. Nice body slam. What are we doing? Definitely pool table.
Not done yet.
Now the two are all going to get their adrenaline pumping. You guys are not having a good day. Okay. There we are. Yeah, definitely need to use the analog.
I think they want more.
They look like
Then let's give it.
hipster versions of Negan's guys from Walking Dead. Nice. They're formidable, though. Gotta say. It's like that scene in 300. Press X and R2.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
Now we run.
Come on, this way.
Yeah, gotta hustle. Well, that was a much better fight.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Gotta do our best to avoid Gotham's finest.
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Saw this coming. No. Be stoic, Bruce.
We should go.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
Maybe still a pretty good answer
You
from
shouldn't trust
Catwoman.
me, you know.
It's about as good as an answer as you're gonna get.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Guile, actually, to tell you the truth, I could go as Bruce or Batman. Part of me would really think about going as Batman. Might as well.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
We built some good faith. We can afford to lose a little. Here's hoping. Because if we get the opportunity, it looks like Hill is trying to use Oswald to muscle. I mean, already took care of Falcone, and then take care of Wayne's. He'd be the big dog. He'd have the power vacuum. Until Oswald swerved him, of course, which is probably going to happen.
Batman has the public trust after taking down Falcone. Try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch when I need to be. The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
Hopefully Hill doesn't get a gunshot through his head.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm taking your pay. Who's there? Deborah? Deborah? Is that you?
Expecting someone? Maybe the Penguin.
Oh! Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
You think people will still vote for you when you've got no teeth left?
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies. His status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security! Pick up, goddammit!
Like that's gonna work.
Security! Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
Why come to you?
Because I knew about Arkham Asylum, and what was done to those poor people. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them. Until Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
You'll have to go through me first.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
Holy crap. They're going right to shoot?
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
It's a really interesting take on that character.